Okay, all right, we are here again. And hello, everybody. I am Mustafa Bayrak, and our topic is, as you know this, you know it. You know that our topic is simple present tense. Of course, it is really important. Yes. Let's go ahead. And trip 5. The heading is this: who lives, who knows, who needs, who wants. Yes. Dialogue 1. Do Peter and Julia, plural subject, do Peter and Julia live in Pisa? No, they don't. No, they don't live in Pisa. Where do they live? They live in London. Who lives in Pisa? Joseph lives in Pisa. Yes. This is so simple, in fact. Dialogue 2. I know Istanbul. I know it. I know that city. I know Istanbul. Do you know New York? Yes. Do you know New York? Yes, I know New York. Yes, I know it. Do you know Madrid? No, I don't know Madrid. No, I don't know it. Do you know Cairo? Yes, I know Cairo. Or no, I don't know Cairo. Now, check your English, please. See the level of your English, please. Imperative sentence. Check your English level. Or test your English level. See the result. Dialogue 3A. I know English at a beginner level. I am a beginner. I am a beginner of English. Do you know English? Yes, I know English. At what level or at which level? I know English at intermediate level. I know English at an advanced level. Okay. Julia, singular subject, writes stories. Does she read them to her friends? Yes, she does. Or complete answer, yes, she reads them to her friends. Do you know Julia? No, I don't know Julia. No, I don't know her. Who knows her? Peter knows her. Peter knows Julia. Attention, please. Let's give short answer. Who knows her? Kind of quiz. Who knows her? Peter knows her. Complete answer. Long answer. What is the short answer? Peter does. Yes, this is this. Not is, not can, not has. Who knows her? Peter does. Dialogue 5A. I know Ali. Do you know Bilal? Yes, I know him. Where does Jack live? Jack lives in Oxford. Yes, in American English, they pronounce it as Oxford. But in British English, British people pronounce it, or the British pronunciation of Oxford is Oxford. 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 Yes. Ford means the shallow part of a river that oxen can cross from that place. The shallow part as a passage. Yes. So the history of that word is like this. Means the place where oxen can cross easily. Okay. Okay. Who lives in a cottage? Who lives in a cottage? Bedirhan lives in a cottage. Short answer, Bedirhan does. Where does a bee live? Where does a bee live? A bee lives in a hive. A bee lives in a hive, honeybee, because a bee makes honey. But what about a wasp? A wasp has got a sting only. A wasp doesn't make honey. Okay, but a bee makes honey. It lives in a hive. Okay, oh, nice. Be word reading, be word doing, be word being, be word having. For example, a house, that house is worth having. Okay. Here is a story about honeybees. Here is a fable, in fact, fable, yes. Fables are stories. Okay, it has a moral lesson. A fable has a moral, ethical lesson in it. Isn't this story worth reading? Yes, it is worth reading. Let's read it then. If it is worth reading, let's read it then. Yes, here is the story. This is the story or fable of or about bees, honeybees. There is a beekeeper. The beekeeper looks after his bees regularly and carefully, heedfully. One day, the beekeeper goes or moves away from the garden for a while. Unfortunately, someone steals all the honey during the period. It takes the honey, takes away, steals all the honey during the period. When the beekeeper comes back or turns back, the bees attack him and sting him. They think that the beekeeper took away all their honey. But the fact is not like how it seems. Okay. Okay, dialogue 6. Okay, so we can talk about animals. We can talk about places by using to-be sentences, imperative sentences, modal sentences, and of course, especially simple present tense. Okay, the kiwi, this is the kiwi. The kiwi lives in New Zealand. Where does a kangaroo live? Where does a kangaroo live? A kangaroo lives in Australia, the continent Australia. As you know, Australia is a continent. What or which animal lives in India? A tiger. A tiger lives in India. Or tigers live in India. And you know, it is very famous fact. It is a famous fact that parrots also live in India, mostly. Okay, please do not confuse the bird kiwi with the fruit kiwi. Both of them are brown. Both of them have got hair on them, hair. Okay, please do not confuse. This is the kiwi bird. This is the kiwi fruit or fruit kiwi. Bird kiwi, fruit kiwi. Kiwi bird, kiwi fruit. Okay. Dialogue 7. A sparrow, this is a sparrow, is a normal bird. Why is it normal? Why is it a usual normal bird? It's a normal bird because it can fly. It has a beak. Yes, look at its beak. A tail. Yes, we can't see its tail completely, but a little part of it. We can see a little part of its tail. And feathers, not hair, but feathers. It has got wings, 2 wings, 2. Is a pigeon, think about this, is a pigeon. Is a pigeon a normal or an unusual, abnormal, usual, unusual. Is a pigeon. Let's write abnormal as well. Normal or abnormal. Abnormal. Out of the standard. Out of the standard. A strange bird, or is a pigeon a strange bird? No, it isn't a strange bird. It's a usual. It's a usual bird. Why is a kiwi an unusual bird? Although, yes, a kiwi has got a beak, yes, like the other birds. A kiwi has got 2 legs, like the other birds. But what makes it strange? It hasn't got wings. It hasn't got feathers, so it can't fly. It's a bird, but not a usual bird, not a normal bird. Now, sparrow. This is a sparrow. A sparrow is a small and normal bird. It has got 2 wings. It can fly. It has a beak and 2 legs. It eats wheats, barley, corns, and insects. A nightingale has got a beautiful voice, hasn't it? Yes, a nightingale has got a beautiful voice. Now, attention, please. This is our new subject. This is our new subject matter. A nightingale has a beautiful voice, doesn't it? Yes, it does. But in a complete sentence, we don't use does. Yes, it has a beautiful voice. But here we can use has. Hasn't it? Yes, it has. Or yes, it has got a beautiful voice. I think it's clear. 8A. Look at the kiwi. Concentrate on the kiwi, please. Stop everything and focus on the bird kiwi. A kiwi has hair. It doesn't have feathers. Does a pheasant, this is a pheasant, have feathers or hair? Of course, it has feathers. Does a sparrow have feathers or hair? Of course, it has feathers. It doesn't have hair. 8B. A kiwi has got hair. It hasn't got feathers. As a pheasant, this is the pheasant, you know. Has a pheasant got feathers or hair? Of course, now we will use it has got. It has got feathers. Has a sparrow got feathers or hair? It has got feathers. 2. 9A. A kiwi cannot fly because it does not have wings. Yes, we know this. Why can a partridge fly? This is a partridge. A partridge can fly because it has got wings. It has got feathers because it is a normal, usual bird. Now, dialogue 10. A hen. This is a hen. Bigger than a chicken, or older than a chicken. A hen usually sleeps. Yes, usually. A hen usually sleeps during the night. We have a full presentation about the adverbs of frequency, like this. Usually, always, sometimes. We have got a full presentation that we will study all of them. There are more than 10, I think, or about 10 adverbs of frequency. A hen usually, by the way, they immediately come before the main verb. Okay, sleep is the verb, and just before the verb, both in sentences and questions. A hen usually sleeps during the night. Does a kiwi usually sleep during the day or during the night? Yeah, this is interesting. Just the opposite. I think the kiwi usually sleeps during the day because it looks for its food during the night. As you know, it can see during the night very well. Because of this, because of seeing very well, it sleeps during the day. Maybe because it's a vulnerable bird. Maybe it can't protect itself against the predators. Okay. Dialogue 11A. Peter has a car. Okay. Or Peter has got a car. Yeah. Peter has a car. Is he a taxi driver, an Uber driver, or a Lyft driver? Of course, we know that Peter is a taxi driver. He lives in London. Okay. In my opinion, or this is also possible, starting like this, they are very practical. In my opinion, or I think, in my opinion, he is a taxi driver. Or I am sure that he is a taxi driver. 12A. Lisa wants to join, or Lisa wants to attend or participate a driving course. Okay, all three are the same. Lisa wants to join, or wants to attend, wants to participate a driving course. Who wants to join a fishing course? Mehmet Ali wants to join a fishing course. Wants to join a fishing course. Or he wants to join, Ahmet, for example. Ahmet wants to join a healthy living course, cooking course. Meral wants to join a cooking course. And who wants to join an online English course? Murat Bey wants to join an online English course, basketball playing course, personal development course, or personality development course. Both are possible. Kayaking course, leadership course, followership course. Yes, I know that there is leadership course, but I'm not sure if there is a followership course. Okay. This is also very important as an adverb at the end of the sentence. By verb ing, by being, by doing, by having something. For example, Alice terrorizes the animals by whipping. Whip, yes, this is a whip. Okay. Whip is both noun and verb. Yes, whip is both noun and verb. By whipping them. How does she relax them? How does she relax them? She relaxes them by giving them food, by giving them water, by spraying water to them, by washing them with warm water. Okay. For example, by one thing, also possible. We can learn a new thing by one thing, by desiring. I usually speak by thinking. I usually speak by thinking, by weighing my views. Weighing. For example, how much do you weigh? I weigh 80 kilos. Weigh. Verb. By weighing my views, my opinions. Okay. She relaxes them by giving them fresh foods. Does she tame or train? But especially tame. They use tame here. Discipline. Does she discipline them just by terrifying or just by rewarding? Of course, she disciplines them, she tames them, she trains them by doing both. By both terrifying and rewarding. Okay. Dialogue 14A. We have our lunch at 12. What time do you have your lunch? We have our lunch at 11. At noon. At noontime. At midday. Also possible. We have our lunch at midday, at noon, or at noontime. About 12. Okay. To have got. Verbs. You know this. To have got all the past form, present form, and future form, but however, to have got has only the present form, present usage. Okay, we use have both in past, present, and future sentences, but we use have got only with present sentences. 15a, I have a phone. Yes, simple sentence. I have a phone. What do you have? It's so simple, so natural. I have a phone. What do you have? I have a drone. You have a laptop, don't you? Yeah, you have a laptop, don't you? Or right. Yes, I have a laptop. Or no, I don't have a laptop. You have got a smart watch too, haven't you? No, I haven't. Or yes, I have. Yes, I have got a smartphone too. Who has got a smart house? Jakub has got a smart house. Who has a drone? Hakan has a drone. Short answer, Hakan does. Yes, but complete answer, Hakan has a drone. Now, guess what? This is original. Yeah, you cannot find it anywhere else. Okay. What does my hand have? Look at, this is my hand, for example. Take a look at my hand. What does my hand have? Guess what it has. This is question. What does my hand have? Guess what it has. This is not a question, sentence, imperative sentence. Guess what it has, or find what it has. Does it have a plum? No, it doesn't. Does it have a coin? No, it doesn't. Does it have a button? No, it doesn't. Does it have a chickpea? No, it doesn't. Does it have a bean? No, it doesn't. Does it have a flower? No, it doesn't. What does it have then? What does it have then? It has a smiley face. It has a smiley face. So there is a smiley face in my hand, or it is just simply to the sentence. It is a smiley face in my hand, or it has got, my hand has got a smiley face. Okay, or it has a smiley face. You can see, you can find a smiley face in my hand. Okay, these are really practical verbs. Require, need, want. Free will, think about our free will, that the ability of choosing, our ability to choose, noun to do, or ability of choosing because of preposition. Okay, this is our ability of choosing between two or more than two things. So our free will requires, you can use all of them, all the three of them. Free will requires, needs, wants. What does it want? What does it require? Free will requires choosing. Yes. Or free will requires choice. What does choice require? And after choosing, what does it require? What does choosing require? Of course, if you choose something, it means that you are responsible for it. So a choice requires responsibility. A choice needs responsibility. A choice wants responsibility. What does crime require? or need or want. Of course, crime requires punishment. If there is a crime, there should be a punishment. What does success require? Success requires reward. What does a mistake require? A mistake requires an apology, saying excuse me or sorry. What does, sorry, honesty, what does honesty require? Honesty requires telling the truth. Yes. What does appreciation require? Appreciation requires thanking. Yeah, thanking. Marriage. What does marriage require? What does marriage require? Marriage requires mutual or reciprocal. Both of them are possible, true. Mutual respect. What else does marriage require? Of course, marriage requires mutual love, mutual trust, mutual patience, mutual loyalty, fidelity, mutual hiding the faults and defects. Not marriage requires not seeing mistakes. Okay. 17a, choice requires or needs or wants responsibility. Responsibility. Does responsibility require reward or punishment? Yes, it requires, if we have responsibility, then it requires reward. Fulfill both and awareness, unawareness, recognition, be aware of. These are beautiful expressions. Be aware of. For example, we must be aware of our hands, eyes, our house, our car. We must be aware of what we have. We must be aware of what we have. Now, this is also practical. Roman number 1, Roman number 2, Roman number 3. 1 comes, phones, plans. So there are 3 actions. Okay, let's focus on those 3 actions. After doing something, we use a main clause. Before doing something, we use a main clause, like this. Jack comes home. Yes, imagine the story, please. Jack comes home, then he phones his parents, and then he has his dinner. After coming home, yes, Jack phones his parents. What does Jack do before having his dinner? Before having his dinner, Jack he has dinner. Before having his dinner, he phones. Yes, this one. He phones his parents. What do you do after coming home? After coming home, I wash my hands, first of all. This is important. After coming, before coming. And make a complete sentence. What do you do before coming home? I telephone. I telephone my parents before coming home. Or before coming home, I telephone my parents. Okay. Yes, a middle-aged lady comes and says, this is a true story. I am not making it up. Yes, it happens at a playground, and it happens just like this. As you know, we tell the events and stories both in present and past form. Now, this is the present form, for example. This is a real story. A middle-aged lady comes and says, this is a basketball court, this one. As you see, there are basketball hoops in it. As you see, it has got basketball hoops. You can't play basketball here. Baseball, sorry. Yes, this is a basketball court. You can't play baseball. This is the baseball game. You can't play baseball here. Play, imperative. Play baseball, sorry again. Play basketball if you want to, but don't play baseball. Everyone, present tense, everyone plays basketball here on a basketball court, basketball field, not baseball. What happens next? It is really interesting. The youngsters, the teenagers, without showing any objection, they collect their sports equipment and all other belongings and leave there in a gentlemanly manner. Yes. Now, we can talk about an animal, for example, a camel, the camel or a camel. Let's talk about the camel that you know, I know, everybody knows. Let's focus on the camel. The camel is a desert animal, first of all. First and foremost, the camel is a desert animal. It can live for a long time without water, without drinking water. The camel is a very important means of transportation for the Middle East people, especially or particularly for the Bedouins, people who live in the desert. Bedouins are the people who live in the desert. The meat of the camel is very delicious and healthy. It has got hair, not feathers. It has got hair. It is usually brown or white. The camel lives in Asia and Africa. The Asian camel has got two humps. One hump and the second hump. Two humps. But the Arabian camel has got only one hump. The camel transforms the fat in its body into water and food when it is thirsty and hungry. When a camel is hungry, it transforms the fat in its body into food. When it is thirsty, it transforms the fat into water. Okay. During the Ramadan, just like this, the body of us also transforms the fat in it into water and food. Our body consumes the fat when we are fasting. Consumes the fat as food and water. Change something into, a very practical expression. Change something into something or transform something into something. Now, quiz time. Please choose the correct alternative. A kiwi blank here. It doesn't have feathers. Yes, it is clear that a kiwi has hair. It doesn't have feathers. Who wants blank an English course? Who wants to? This is the nature. This is the nature of the verb want. If you use a verb, you must use the infinitive form of it after the verb want. Okay? It is very, and we have got full presentations about those verbs like want. Yes. Who wants to join an English course? Okay, 3, after Gerald, yes. After coming home, Nedim telephones his parents. 4, a dolphin is unhappy. A dolphin is unhappy when it is away from. To be away from. It's an expression. To be away from. To be far from. When it is away from, it's sukul. Sukul here means the group of dolphins is called school of dolphins. Yeah. 5, imperative sentence, don't sign, sorry. Never sign, don't sign means never put your signature. Never put your signature on any documents before reading them. Yes, before reading. Never sign any documents means never put your signature on any documents. Yes, herd of sheep, for example. I don't have any doubt about it. Okay. Herd of sheep is the group of sheep, but school of dolphins, group of dolphins. Okay, this is our useful paragraph. Data. Data comes from existence, not from non-existence. Yes. If there is something, that thing sends data. But if there isn't anything, if there is nothing, if there isn't anything, no data comes, because no data comes from non-existence. Okay, a hero or heroine does not develop his or her personality randomly, but by emphasizing, by giving importance, yeah, by emphasizing human good qualities or human abilities. Developed human good qualities and abilities never die. They are forever. Those who embody them really deserve love and respect as human good qualities make up our humanity. Yes. Love and respect is plural subject. Love is noun here. Respect is noun. So love and respect never die as well. A hero is a bright wave on the ocean. The brightness on the waves belongs to the sun. The sun is the source of light and brightness. The brightness of the waves disappears, but, however, of the sun never. The brightness of the sun never disappears. Here, the sun is the symbol. The sun is a symbol or emblem for God. The ocean is for existence, and the wave is a symbol for the lifespan of an individual. An individual becomes a true hero when he or she both develops their abilities, qualities, and when they are aware of the source of their abilities and qualities. There was God and nothing else existed. God is the absolute owner of all the material and spiritual beauties. He entrusts those material and spiritual beauties to us, to test us, to try us. We like and want something by using our free will. God creates them. If you like the good, we win. If you like the bad, we lose. Lifespans or waves are limited and relative existence. But God is the infinite and absolute existence. And only existence wants to show itself. That is, only existence sends out data. And this is the Turkish translation. Right? Okay. So bye for now and see you soon.